Good morning. Good morning. Here we are again with another episode of this Spiritual Motivation. I am Donovin Darius, and I want to welcome you this morning to another episode. Again, we'll keep this within a certain parameter so that way as you're on your way to work, you're on your way to your school, you're on your way to job, drop your kids off, whatever it may be, you can get something that you need. You can get a little nugget. You can get something that encourages you, that blesses you, that builds you up as you go. So again, this morning, good morning to everyone who continues to come on. Continue to make sure you share these videos. Big Bo, we got to get out on the water, man. Got to catch some reds. You know what I'm saying? Got to get some flounder, man. We got to get out there. But this morning, I just want to kind of get right into it. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you see what other people have? And deep on the inside, you may not say it out loud. You may not say how much you really wish that was you, or you may not do anything to basically show like jealousy or anything. But there's something on the inside where you feel like, man, it's happening to them. Why it ain't happening to me? You know, you look on TV and you look on your TV and everywhere you turn around, it just seems like somebody sometimes is just one step ahead of you. You look at relationships and all of a sudden, it's just like you just bought a red car. And then all of a sudden you're driving around. You keep seeing the same red car everywhere you turn. Or you go to your work and it just seems like people on a job, other people who ain't working as hard as you, who's not doing as much as you, who's not having the same results, they just seem like they're getting elevated, promoted, whatever it may be. Or you see somebody working out and you're like, man, I'm working out. I've been working out the rest of my whole life. Matter of fact, I sleep with running shoes on. And it's like, man, everybody else losing weight, everybody else having the fitness that they want. And you're like, man, what is this going on for me? Why is it happening for them and not for me? You see, if we're not careful, we can oftentimes, through the perspective of our outside, look around and see things from a lens that continuously tell us that we're not where we need to be. You see, everybody has a blueprint. Everybody has a blueprint of where they believe that they should be, where they thought they would be. If I asked you 10 years ago, what does their life look like 10 years from now? For the most part, I would say 80 to 90% of people will walk around and say, you know what, I'm not where I thought I should be. Or people say, man, how in the world did I get here? Or they'll look at their life and they'll see all the mistakes that they made. They'll have the regret. They'll have the discontentment. They'll think it's other people's fault. Or even when they blame themselves, they'll beat themselves up. Well, I'm here to tell you this morning, okay, basically to give yourself a break. Okay, give yourself the benefit of the doubt. This morning's motivation, this morning's spiritual motivation is everything to deal with understanding that what's for you is for you. Now it's time to go get it. Always remember this quote. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Today is a present. It's a gift from God. And it's meant for you to open it up and for you to live it out. And so there's a passage that I'm going to read this morning, okay, that really just kind of helps us encourage you right where you're at. To be content right where you're at and to know that what people have around there is for them and what's for you is for you. So here it is. It's found in Proverbs chapter 14, verse 30. And it's very short. It says, it is healthy to be content, but envy can eat you up. It is healthy to be content, but envy can eat you up. What is envy? You see, envy can be one of those situations where, again, we're looking at other people's situation and there's something in us that's saying, man, I wish that was me. Or there's somebody receives something, a job, a promotion, a car, a gift, whatever. And they're like, man, I wish that was me. Now, granted, there's nothing wrong with us desiring better things and good things in life. But when we get to the point where we see other people and we don't celebrate the other person, that's when it turns into envy. And in those situations, we have to then go back and we have to check ourselves. When it says it's healthy for us to be content, what does that mean? It means that as we walk around life, there should be a certain level of contentment that says, you know what? Number one, I am in a place where nobody's holding anything back from me. I have the ability to control my situation, and I have the ability to get what it is that I want. You see, when I walk around in life, here's one of the things I'm going to share with you guys personally that I say to myself, that I have to say to myself that encourages me when things are not going the way that I set out for them to do, or when my blueprint looks a little bit different. Here's something that I say. I say, God, I say a couple passages. Number one, I says, you know what? Father God, I thank you that you say it is your pleasure to give me the kingdom and everything that I need. So by me stating that, I'm first stating that, it is God's pleasure to give me everything that I need. And that I'm not walking in life feeling like there's something that I'm being withheld from. And so when I say that, when I meditate on it, when I think about that, then it opens up my heart to realize this next thing that I say. That when it says in the Bible, it says, God says, no good thing will I ever withhold from you. How powerful is that? How powerful is that to know and to walk, to know, to understand, and to experience that truth, that no good thing God will ever withhold from you. What does that mean? That means that what you don't have right now, that you think you want, you don't need it yet. And at the time that you need it, it will be provided. You see, in life, life is all about different moments, and it's a growth phase through different moments. However, some things don't make sense to us when they happen and how they happen. So that means sometimes we can expect something to happen now, and because of the delay of it, because it's not time yet, we get discouraged and we think that it's been held from us. And so when I walk around in my life and I find out, maybe I want this job or this deal, or I want this, or in my family, whatever it may be, what I recite to myself, that I encourage you to recite to yourself, number one, God says, it's my pleasure to give you the kingdom. If you're a parent, what if you said that to your child? Baby, it's my pleasure to give you everything you need. How would you want your child to feel about you? How would you want your child to feel about themselves? How would you want your child to walk throughout the day? I'm sure you wouldn't want them to walk around throughout the day telling, oh man, my mom and dad don't love me. Oh, because if they love me, they'll give it to me right now. How many of you know sometimes that if you gave your child something at the wrong timing, it can do more to hurt them than it can to help them? Or you don't give your child something at a certain time because you know that there's a certain phase that they got to go through for them to be prepared for it. How about you? Maybe you're going through a phase right now where what you really want in life, what you're desiring, what you think you need, you're not ready for it yet. And that's why I said what's for you is for you. Now go get it. You see, life is linear. Life is not linear. Life is a journey. And so when you walk around and you say that to yourself, God, I thank you that no good thing you're withholding from me. And God, I thank you that you said it's your pleasure to give me the kingdom and everything that I need. And then here's another passage that I say to myself that encourages me. God says in Jeremiah 29:11, he says, for my plans for you, Donovan, for you, Ryan, for you, Karen, for you, Tanisha, for you, Bob, for you, Bo. He says, my plans for you are not to harm you, but they're only good to give you a future and an expected end. How peaceful, how resolving is that? That the plans that the maker, the creator, the one that made you, the one that gave you your skin tone, the one that gave you your smile, the one that made you, how tall you, the one that holding everything together says, listen, I got plans for you and they're not to harm you. They're good for you. And they're going to give you a future and expected end. And not only do I have a plan for you, but I'm not going to withhold anything back from you that you need. And not only am I not going to hold anything back from you that you need, but it says that, it's my pleasure to do everything I need for you. How many of you are walking around with that type of mentality, that type of a confidence, that type of assurance? Well, if you want to live life to the fullest, you have to adopt that. You have to understand that. You have to walk in that. You have to know that. Because if you don't, when this passage says this, it is healthy to be content. That means the opposite is unhealthy to not be content. So that means if you're walking around right now, you feel like I need something right now and I'm not getting it and they're not giving it to me and this, that, and the other, then there brings about an unhealthiness with you not being content where you are. Being content doesn't mean that I'm totally comfortable and I'm satisfied where I'm at. See, I tell you in life, never be satisfied. Be content, but never satisfied. That means always know that there's more to grow. There's more to go. Always keep challenging. Always keep pushing forward. Always keep getting better. Always keep learning more. Always keep growing more. Be content, but not satisfied. And so it says if you're not content, you can be unhealthy. How many people are walking around right now with high blood pressure? How many people are walking around right now with high blood pressure because you have some situations on your job that you want to control, but you're not content? So therefore, you know what I mean, it's causing high blood pressure. How many of you are in your relationships right now, in your personal relationship, even a relationship with yourself? You're not happy with yourself. You're not happy with the decisions that you make. You're not happy with the blueprint and how it's playing out right now. And so therefore, you got this pressure within you. What does it say? It is healthy to be content. You say, well, how do I be content when I'm not where I want to go? How do I do that? You do exactly what I said earlier. You remind yourself that you're on a journey. You remind yourself that the plans that God has for you are only good, to give you a future, Doesn't mean you're going to die today. Give you a future. And watch this, an expected end. What are you expecting about your end? What are you expecting how it's all going to turn out? That's the blueprint. God says, guess what? I'm right here with you. I want that blueprint to come to pass. I want you to succeed. I want you to have the health and the wealth that you want. I desire that for you. Because God says, no good thing will I withhold from you. And he said, it's my pleasure to give you everything that you need. Listen, so as you go today, my encouragement to you today is that you can have whatever you want, whatever you need is here for you. That with contentment comes great comfort for you. And so as you walk through today, I encourage you to be content. Be content where you're at. Understand that nothing and no one is holding anything from you. You have everything you need and still to get. And it's all about the act of your decision, walking it out. As it says, as you walk in contentment, realize this: nobody's holding anything from you. Nobody is keeping you outside. Nobody can give you this, and nobody can take away that. It's up to you. But it starts with your mindset. It starts with the setting of your mind. What does my life look like? What do I want it to look like? Now, what must I do to make it that way? And as you're journeying, as you're walking through life, be patient, be content. Be content where you're at today. Listen, you're a miracle just because you're watching this today. You've overcome so much in your life. You've accomplished so many things, even small or great, that you, even in your mind, that other people didn't think was possible. And even sometimes you didn't think was possible. But you're here. Ladies and gentlemen, you're on a journey. Let's live it out. Keep growing. Never be satisfied. Keep learning. But always be content. I'm content with what I have. I'm content with what I don't have at this moment. Because guess what? I got my right mind. I got breath in my body. I have the ability to give love. I have the ability to receive love. I have the ability to help someone. I have the ability to help myself. I have the ability to push forward. I have the ability to believe the best. And I have the ability to receive the best. And so my encouragement to you guys today, listen, man, you can have what you want. It's for you. It's for you. Now go get it. Be content. Never satisfied. The plans for God that he has for you are all good. Now walk out those plans. One step, one decision at a time. Listen, you guys have a great day today. Remember, don't forget, if you like these messages, go ahead and share. Click the share button. Okay, share it on your page as well. And don't forget to subscribe to stuff on YouTube and in all the other pages that I have as well. Donovin Darius Next Level Training, Donovin Darius Foundation, and Donovin Darius public page as well, so you can get updated as well. All right, listen, you guys have an awesome day today. I want to thank you again for showing up. Thank you again for being open to grow, for being open and willing to grow. You guys have an awesome day today. Peace out.